Live on Burning Channel 909 with Michelle Peterson. Analysis on Harris and Biden's defeat by Trump, fallout among Democrats. Good evening. I'm Michelle Peterson, reporting live on Burning Channel 909 with an in-depth look at the pivotal 2024 presidential race and how Vice President Kamala Harris and President Joe Biden's administration found themselves on the losing end to former President Donald Trump. The loss has left the Democratic Party in turmoil, and questions abound on how things unraveled so significantly. When Joe Biden first emerged as the Democratic nominee, his campaign's insular approach left key advisors out of the loop. Meetings with pollsters were rare, and even campaign ads reached staff as they aired for the public. There was somewhere between never and hardly ever any real strategy conversation, an insider revealed. But this closed approach shifted dramatically when Kamala Harris took the lead in July. Campaign chair Jen O'Malley Dillon encouraged more voices in campaign messaging, with a focus on framing Trump's image negatively. However, the multi-layered strategy meetings turned unwieldy, and attempts to label Trump as unhinged, unstable, and unchecked struggled to resonate. More concerning was the disconnect between the campaign's messaging and the American public's concerns. Across the country, a clear majority felt dissatisfied with the direction of Biden's administration, and many have been vocal about their desire for change. However, Democratic leadership failed to pinpoint a message that offered a hopeful direction forward, focusing instead on anti-Trump messaging that many voters found tiresome. Following Harris's loss, the fallout has Democrats examining missteps within the party. Donna Brazile, former Democratic National Committee chair and a Harris ally, called for deep introspection to understand the defeat fully. One campaign aide bluntly stated, "Joe Biden is reason 1, 2, and 3 why we lost," underscoring frustration that Biden's unpopularity played a significant role in Harris's defeat. Biden's brief public appearances and controversial comments, like a call to lock up Trump politically, were, according to Trump's team, advantageous to their cause. A divide among Democrats has emerged. Some blame Biden's inner circle for neglecting early warnings, while others argue that O'Malley Dillon's team, too focused on targeting elites rather than addressing the everyday concerns of the American public, missed the mark on issues like immigration and the economy. Campaign criticisms also grew louder over Harris's selection of Liz Cheney, a former Republican representative, as a campaign ally, which some argued may have attracted moderate Republicans but did little to sway undecided voters. Economic concerns, inflation, and a rise in voter discontent with perceived Democratic elitism were additional hurdles for Harris. Notably, the Trump campaign capitalized on Harris's support for gender-affirming care for federal prisoners, an issue that drew sharp criticism. An ad featuring the slogan "Kamala is for they or them, President Trump is for you" was one of the campaign's most successful efforts to connect with traditional values among average Americans. Internal strife aside, the Harris campaign faced late-breaking issues, including poor timing with immigration data releases and a dip in support from Black, Latino, and lower-income voters, as revealed in post-election analysis. Open Labs, a data firm, discovered that Harris's numbers plummeted in areas with larger Asian, Hispanic, and Muslim communities. Jeff Pollack, a pollster for both Biden and Harris, noted that Black, Latino, and rural voters do not feel their needs were met under the Democrats, who they see as prioritizing elites over working-class interests. As Trump's popularity surged, winning Harris's home state and securing swing states, Democrats now face a period of reckoning. Adam Gentleson, Democratic strategist and Senator Fetterman's chief of staff, criticized the Democratic approach of catering to far-left interest groups over practical policies for working Americans. Many now recognize this defeat as more than a tactical error. It's seen as an indictment of a shattered party in need of reconstruction. To conclude tonight's news, despite being well-funded and far-reaching, Harris's campaign ultimately fell short in resonating with the American electorate. With inflation rising and economic pressures mounting, voters seem to prioritize concerns like the cost of living and job stability over divisive social issues. Democratic leaders now face a period of deep reflection to reassess their priorities, reshape their message, and work to rebuild public trust. Reporting live, I'm Michelle Peterson on Burning Channel 909. Stay tuned as we continue covering the aftermath of this historic election.